Signs that angels are in your home. Have you ever paused to wonder if angels might be quietly dwelling within the walls of your home? These ethereal beings, with their divine essence, have sparked the imagination of humanity for countless generations. The Bible, a profound source of both wisdom and enigma, overflows with enthralling tales of these celestial messengers. Their presence, often depicted as a radiant light piercing through the shadows of our existence, offers us fleeting glimpses of the eternal. In this video, we will embark on a journey to uncover 10 subtle signs that may suggest the presence of angels in your home. By delving into the sacred scriptures and revealing the biblical accounts of angelic visitations, we invite you to join us on a spiritual exploration. Together, we will unveil the gentle, yet profound signs of these supernatural beings, adding a new layer of spirituality and awe to your life. Intense feeling of peace. The Bible is rich with stories of unexpected encounters with angels, highlighting their presence in both extraordinary and ordinary moments of life. For instance, in the story of Abraham, he unknowingly welcomes 3 angels into his tent, treating them as ordinary travelers. Without hesitation, he offers them hospitality, displaying a heart open to the stranger, a virtue that later reveals its divine significance. It's only later that he realizes they are divine messengers, sent by God with a promise that would shape the future of his descendants. This story beautifully illustrates that angels can appear in the most mundane moments, often disguised in the ordinary, bringing messages that can change the course of a life. Another profound example is the story of Daniel. While deep in prayer and meditation, Daniel experiences the presence of an angel, his heart heavy with the concerns of his people. This celestial being not only offers comfort, but also provides clarity and insights into future events, revealing God's plan amidst the turmoil. This encounter underscores that angels not only bring peace, but also prepare us for the challenges ahead by providing understanding and reassurance. Much like the still small voice that Elijah heard, guiding us through life's storms with gentle wisdom. One of the signs of an angel's presence could be an overwhelming sense of peace, a calmness that is difficult to explain. This peace, described in Philippians chapter 4 verse 7 as the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, often carries a divine quality, guiding and protecting us in subtle yet powerful ways. These stories and signs invite us to be more aware of the spiritual dimensions in our lives, reminding us that we are not alone in our journey. In every encounter, whether with angels or in the quiet presence of God, we find a reminder that we are constantly surrounded by divine love and protection, a truth that can transform our hearts and minds. Unusual lights or glow. One of the most common signs of an angel's presence is an overwhelming sense of peace that cannot be explained. This divine peace, often described as the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, Philippians chapter 4 verse 7, arises in our hearts during times of anxiety or doubt, gently calming our spirits and reassuring us of God's presence. For example, in the Bible, when the angel Gabriel appeared to Zechariah, he told him not to be afraid, bringing with his message a deep, all-encompassing peace. This moment illustrates how angels, as messengers of God, bring a sense of tranquility that quiets our fears and opens our hearts to divine wisdom. Angels also provide a sense of unconditional protection, especially in dangerous or stressful situations. This divine protection is beautifully mentioned in Psalm 91 verses 11 and 12, which assures us that angels will guard us in all our ways, lifting us up so that we will not strike our foot against a stone. This promise of angelic guardianship serves as a reminder that even in our most vulnerable moments, we are under the watchful care of God's heavenly hosts, who act as shields in times of peril. Another sign of an angel's presence is a sudden shift in emotions, where feelings can transform from sadness to joy, or from fear to courage. This profound change is linked to the positive energy that angels carry, an energy that reflects the light and love of God Himself. The Bible associates joy with the presence of God and His messengers, as seen in Luke 2 verse 10, where the angel announced good news of great joy to the shepherds. This moment not only brought joy to the shepherds, but also signified the arrival of a new era of hope and salvation for all mankind. In conclusion, the feelings of peace, protection, and joy are clear indicators of an angel's presence. By paying attention to these sensations, we can recognize and deepen our connection to the divine, embracing the spiritual guidance and comfort that angels bring into our lives. Through these heavenly encounters, we are reminded that we are never alone, for God's messengers are always near, guiding us along the path of faith and love. White feathers in unusual places. An unusual presence of light or a radiant glow can be a sign of an angel's presence. This light, often described as ethereal and otherworldly, may appear as sudden flashes, tiny glowing orbs, or a soft illumination that fills the surrounding space with a warm, comforting glow. In the Bible, light often symbolizes a divine encounter, such as when the angel Gabriel visited Mary, bringing her the news of the Savior's birth, or when Moses descended from Mount Sinai with his face shining after meeting God. This light, much more than a mere visual phenomenon, carries deep spiritual significance, representing the purity, holiness, and presence of the divine. Today, many people report seeing mysterious lights in their homes or around them, particularly during moments of prayer or meditation. These experiences echo the biblical accounts, suggesting that angels continue to bring heavenly light down to earth, especially in moments when our spirits are most attuned to the divine. Angelic light often appears in moments of great need, providing comfort and reassurance. For example, in the book of Acts, Paul was freed from prison by an angel, and the light shone brightly in the dark cell, not only illuminating the physical space, but also symbolizing divine intervention and deliverance from bondage. This light was a beacon of hope, breaking through the darkness and guiding Paul to freedom. The spiritual significance of these lights is profound, reminding us that heaven is always near, ready to intervene in our lives and guide us through darkness. Just as the light guided the Israelites through the wilderness as a pillar of fire by night, Exodus 13 verse 21. These angelic lights serve as a reminder of God's constant presence and His willingness to lead us through life's challenges. We should be mindful of these occurrences and recognize the protective and guiding presence of angels within them. In these moments of illumination, We are invited to open our hearts to the divine, trusting that God's messengers are near, ready to light our way through any darkness we may encounter. Temperature changes and physical signs. The unexpected appearance of white feathers is often highlighted as a sign of an angel's presence. These delicate feathers are considered symbols of purity and divine protection, echoing the promises found in Psalm 91 verses 11 and 12, which assures us that angels will guard us in all our ways, lifting us up and keeping us safe. White feathers are commonly associated with the wings of angels, like the seraphim described in Isaiah 6 verse 2, who stand in the presence of God with wings covering their faces and feet, or the white robes symbolizing salvation and purity in Revelation 7 verse 9, where a great multitude stands before the throne of God, clothed in white. These feathers serve as tangible reminders of the closeness of these heavenly beings, gently touching our lives with their presence. Many people have encountered white feathers during challenging times, taking them as a comforting sign that they are not alone. In moments of grief, uncertainty, or fear, the appearance of a white feather can feel like a silent whisper from the heavens, assuring us that we are being watched over and cared for by unseen forces. The appearance of white feathers during moments of prayer or deep meditation is often seen as an angelic response to their prayers, a gentle sign that their petitions have been heard and that help is near. Beyond feathers, other physical signs such as a gentle breeze in a closed space, the faint sound of bells with no clear source, or the sudden scent of flowers without any apparent reason are also considered manifestations of an angel's presence. These phenomena, subtle yet profound, are seen as comforting and protective messages from the divine, reminding us of the sacred connection we share with the spiritual realm. Just as Elijah experienced the still small voice in 1 Kings 19 verse 12, these gentle signs are often quiet, yet they carry a powerful sense of divine reassurance and peace. White feathers are not merely coincidences, but signs of the constant watchfulness of angels. When we find them, we should feel grateful and acknowledge the presence of these celestial beings, who are always ready to guide and protect us. In these moments, we are invited to pause, reflect, and open our hearts to the divine, knowing that we are never truly alone, for the angels walk beside us, leaving traces of their presence in the form of these beautiful, pure feathers. Sounds and celestial music. Angels often make their presence known through dreams and visions, bringing messages and guidance from the divine. In these sacred encounters, the veil between the earthly and the heavenly is lifted, allowing divine truths to be revealed in ways that touch the soul deeply. For example, Joseph, the earthly father of Jesus, received instructions from an angel in a dream to protect Mary and Jesus. Matthew 1 verses 20 to 23. This dream was not just a fleeting image of the night, but a divine mandate that safeguarded the Savior's early life, showing us the profound impact that angelic messages can have on our earthly journey. Dreams have been a common channel of divine communication in the Bible. As seen in the story of Joseph, the son of Jacob, who had prophetic dreams about his future and his crucial role in saving his family. Genesis 37 verses 5 to 10. These dreams, filled with symbolic imagery, were powerful directives for action, offering a glimpse into God's plan for his life. Through these dreams, Joseph was prepared for the trials ahead, ultimately becoming a vessel for God's deliverance during a time of great famine. In modern times, many people report experiencing dreams filled with divine messages, often featuring symbols that require careful interpretation to provide guidance and insight. These experiences echo the biblical tradition, reminding us that God still speaks to his people in ways that transcend the ordinary, using dreams to impart wisdom, warnings, and reassurance. Visions are another common form of divine communication in the Bible, as exemplified by the prophet Ezekiel, who had detailed visions of angelic beings and the glory of God. Ezekiel 1 verses 4 to 28. Ezekiel's visions were not only awe-inspiring, but also carried profound spiritual significance, offering a glimpse into the divine will and the grandeur of God's kingdom. Decoding dreams and visions can be challenging, but it is essential for understanding and applying divine guidance in our lives. Angels often use these experiences to convey spiritual directions, as illustrated in the book of Daniel 7 verses 1 to 28, where the prophet had a complex vision that required interpretation from God to grasp its deep meaning and future implications. Through the angel's guidance, Daniel was able to understand the vision's significance, preparing him for the events that were to unfold. Recording and reflecting on dreams and visions is crucial for drawing valuable insights and direction for life. By keeping a record of these sacred encounters, we open ourselves to deeper understanding and are better equipped to follow the path laid out for us by the divine. These practices remind us that we are not alone. The angels are always present, ready to guide and support us in times of need. In our dreams and visions, we find a connection to the divine, a reassurance that God's messengers are near, leading us toward his will with love and wisdom. Sensation of gentle touches and changes in ambient temperature. The presence of angels can often be felt through natural phenomena, such as sudden changes in temperature that have no logical explanation. These shifts, subtle yet significant, can act as tangible reminders of the spiritual realm interacting with the physical world. Asterisk, for example, the prophet Elijah experienced the presence of God through a gentle whisper after enduring strong winds, an earthquake, and fire. 1 Kings 19 verses 11 to 13. In this moment, it was not the powerful forces of nature that signaled God's presence, but rather the still, small voice, demonstrating how the divine often communicates through the quiet and unexpected. Similarly, these subtle shifts in nature can signal the nearness of the divine, particularly the presence of angels. Many people report sudden feelings of cold or warmth during deep prayer or meditation, interpreting these sensations as signs of angelic presence. These unexpected temperature changes, such as a cool breeze in a closed room or a warmth that seems to emanate from within, are often seen as manifestations of the spiritual energy that angels bring. These sensations can occur in moments when we are most attuned to the divine, gently reminding us of the protective and comforting presence of angels by our side. In the Bible, sudden temperature changes can be compared to fire, a symbol often associated with God's presence, as seen in the story of Moses and the burning bush, Exodus 3 verses 2 to 4. The bush was ablaze with fire, yet it was not consumed, symbolizing the powerful and enduring presence of God. The warmth we feel is not just a physical phenomenon, but a spiritual expression, symbolizing the divine energy surrounding us. This warmth, like the fire in the burning bush, is a sign of God's closeness, a gentle reminder that we are enveloped in His love and protection. These changes in temperature, whether cold or warm, are considered profound signs of an angel's closeness, reminding us that the divine is always near, ready to intervene and bring comfort. Such experiences can serve as spiritual markers, deepening our awareness of the invisible forces that guide and protect us. Recognizing and appreciating these signs can strengthen our faith and serve as a reminder of the continuous watchfulness of angels. In these moments, we are invited to acknowledge the presence of the divine, allowing these signs to bolster our trust in God's plan for our lives. When we feel an unexplained change in temperature, we should pause and reflect on the presence of angels around us. These signs are like stars in the sky, constant and faithful, guiding us on our life's journey with a light that never fades. By attuning our hearts to these subtle signals, we open ourselves to a deeper connection with the divine, embracing the peace and assurance that comes from knowing we are never alone. Sounds and celestial music. Angels often reveal their presence through gentle sounds or sacred melodies with no clear origin. These auditory experiences, while subtle, carry profound spiritual significance, signaling the closeness of the divine and reminding us of the ethereal nature of angelic encounters. For example, just as Zechariah heard the angel Gabriel in the temple, Luke 1 verse 20, soft sounds, ringing bells, or angelic music can be signs of an angel's presence. These sounds often come at moments when we are most in need of reassurance, gently guiding us toward peace and comfort. In the Bible, divine communication is frequently accompanied by music and uplifting sounds. These heavenly melodies serve as a backdrop to the majesty and glory of God's presence, enhancing the spiritual significance of the moment. For instance, in Revelation 5 verses 11 and 12, John describes hearing the voices of countless angels singing around God's throne, a heavenly melody that reflects the glory and majesty of these divine beings. This chorus of angels singing praises to the Lamb is a powerful reminder of the reverence and worship that fill the heavens, creating a bridge between the celestial and the earthly. In modern times, many people report hearing unexplained sounds believed to be of divine origin. These sounds, whether they are gentle whispers, the faint ringing of bells, or soft, angelic music, can serve as clear signs of an angel's presence, bringing comfort and hope in moments of need. Heavenly music may also be heard during deep spiritual connection, providing the reassurance necessary to face life's challenges. These divine sounds often appear when we are in prayer, meditation, or in moments of deep reflection, serving as a reminder that we are never alone, even in our most solitary moments. Music plays a crucial role in divine communication throughout the Bible, as seen in Psalm 150, where music is used to praise God and express deep faith. In this psalm, the psalmist calls for the use of various instruments to glorify God, demonstrating how music is intertwined with worship and spiritual expression. Angels use music to convey their presence and messages, bridging the gap between the earthly and the divine. This celestial music not only elevates our spirits, but also draws us closer to the heart of God, opening our souls to His love and guidance. When we hear sacred sounds or music without a clear source, we should recognize them as signs of angels surrounding us. These sounds carry deep spiritual significance, reminding us of the continuous presence and protection of angels. Acknowledging these signs strengthens our faith and deepens our connection with the divine. In these moments, we are invited to pause, listen, and embrace the divine presence that surrounds us, allowing the gentle sounds to fill our hearts with peace and assurance of God's unwavering love and care. Feeling gentle touches. The gentle sensation of being touched, like a light tap on the shoulder or the feeling of someone holding your hand, can be a sign of an angel's presence. These subtle touches often come when we need them most, offering reassurance and reminding us of the divine care that surrounds us. For example, when Paul was in prison, an angel touched him and guided him out of captivity. Acts 12, verse 7. This touch was not just a physical sensation. It was a divine intervention, orchestrated by God to free Paul from bondage and lead him to safety. Such touches are divine acts meant to comfort, heal, and guide us in critical moments, demonstrating the close involvement of angels in our lives. In the Bible, the touch of an angel is often described as a divine act that brings comfort, healing, and direction. These touches are more than mere physical actions. They carry deep spiritual significance, reflecting the power and presence of God working through His messengers. For instance, in Matthew 28, verses 2 to 4, an angel of the Lord rolled away the stone from Jesus' tomb, physically altering the scene to reveal the resurrection of Christ. This touch wasn't just a physical action, but a profound spiritual event, symbolizing victory over death and the fulfillment of God's promise of salvation. In modern times, many people report feeling gentle touches or pressure on their bodies without any clear physical explanation. These sensations often occur during times of need or prayer, bringing a sense of comfort, safety, and divine closeness. These touches are interpreted as angelic presence, offering reassurance that we are not alone. In moments of deep vulnerability, these gentle touches can feel like a lifeline, reminding us of the unseen support that surrounds us. The touch of an angel carries deep spiritual significance beyond just a physical sensation. These touches serve as a bridge between the heavenly and the earthly, offering a tangible connection to the divine. In Daniel 10, verses 10 to 19, an angel touched Daniel, restoring his strength and preparing him to receive a divine message. This touch not only revitalized Daniel physically, but also spiritually, equipping him to receive and understand the profound revelations that followed. These touches are reminders of the spiritual reality around us, where angels are actively involved in our lives, providing the strength and clarity we need to fulfill our purpose. Alongside these touches, many people also feel a comforting presence around them, as if they are being embraced by an invisible force. This presence, often felt as a warm, enveloping sensation, can be understood as the nearness of an angel, offering divine protection, love, and reassurance in times of distress. Such experiences are powerful reminders that we are never truly alone, even in our darkest moments. These touches are not mere physical occurrences, but concrete manifestations of angelic presence. They serve as gentle reminders that angels are always by our side, ready to provide comfort, guidance, and divine intervention in our times of need. By recognizing and paying attention to these signs, we can find solace in difficult times and strengthen our faith in the divine care that watches over us, knowing that every touch, every sensation, is a testament to the loving presence of God and His angels in our lives. Synchronicities and meaningful coincidences. Angels often reveal their presence through meaningful coincidences or synchronicities, those seemingly random events that carry a message or guidance. These coincidences, often dismissed as mere chance, are in fact subtle signs that angels are attentively watching over us and responding to our concerns, orchestrating events to provide us with the direction and support we need. The Bible provides examples of divine synchronicities. In the story of Esther, a series of seemingly coincidental events unfold that lead to the salvation of her people. Each event, from Esther's rise to Queen to the king's sleepless night, plays a crucial role in God's plan to protect the Jews from destruction. Esther 6 and 7. Similarly, Joseph's life is filled with events that appear random but are divinely orchestrated. From being sold into slavery by his brothers to rising to power in Egypt, every twist in Joseph's journey ultimately serves to elevate and protect God's people. Genesis 37 to 50. These stories remind us that what might seem like mere happenstance can actually be a part of a greater divine plan, guided by unseen hands. In modern times, many people report experiencing coincidences that seem to directly answer their prayers or thoughts. These moments, whether it's meeting someone who offers the exact advice needed or stumbling upon an article that provides a solution to a problem, often feel too perfectly timed to be just coincidence. These events can be seen as angelic interventions, guiding us along the right path. Such synchronicities reassure us that we are on the right track and that divine assistance is closer than we might realize. Repeated numbers such as 111, 222, or 444 are often mentioned as signs from angels. In the Bible, numbers carry deep symbolic meaning. 12 representing completeness as seen in the 12 tribes of Israel. 40 symbolizing periods of testing or judgment, and 7 indicating divine perfection. Seeing certain numbers repeatedly can be a reminder of an angel's presence and guidance. These numbers are believed to be a way angels communicate with us, signaling their involvement in our lives. For instance, seeing 444 might be interpreted as a reminder that angels are surrounding and supporting you, reinforcing the idea that divine protection is near. These coincidences and repeated numbers are not just random occurrences. They hold deep spiritual significance. They are ways in which angels communicate with us, showing that the divine is actively engaged in our lives. Each synchronicity is like a nudge from heaven, reminding us that we are being watched over and guided. These experiences remind us that angels are always nearby, working behind the scenes to guide and protect us. By paying attention to these subtle signs, we open ourselves to the wisdom and support of the divine, finding comfort in the knowledge that we are never truly alone. By paying attention to these synchronicities, we can recognize divine intervention in our lives and find comfort and guidance in times of need. These experiences, though they may seem small or insignificant at first glance, carry profound messages that can illuminate our path and reassure us of God's presence. They reassure us that we are never alone and that angels are always by our side, ready to help and support us. In these moments of divine alignment, we find both solace and strength, knowing that we are part of a greater plan that is unfolding with the careful guidance of the angels. Sweet and floral fragrances. The presence of angels is often associated with sweet fragrances or floral scents that appear without any clear source. In the Bible, incense symbolizes prayers rising to heaven, as described in Revelation 8 verses 3 and 4. These heavenly aromas can be signs of angelic presence in your home, offering comfort and reassurance. The Bible records the use of fragrances in sacred rituals, such as in Exodus 30 verses 34 to 38, where God instructs Moses on preparing sacred incense. These fragrances represent holiness and prayers ascending to heaven, serving as a connection between the divine and the earthly. In modern times, many people report experiencing sweet fragrances or floral scents during deep prayer or meditation, without any physical source. These scents might include the aroma of myrrh, sandalwood, or other sacred perfumes, which are considered signs of angelic presence. These fragrances are not just a sensory experience, but carry deep spiritual meaning, often seen as a way angels communicate their presence and bring comfort in times of need. These scents are more than just pleasant smells. They are profound spiritual symbols. They serve as reminders that we are never alone and that angels are near, offering protection and guidance. Recognizing and appreciating these signs helps us feel more connected to the divine and find peace amidst life's challenges. Aroma is also a powerful symbol of our connection to God, as emphasized by Paul in 2 Corinthians 2 verses 14 and 15, where he speaks about the importance of fragrance as a symbol of our relationship with God and His presence. These heavenly scents are signs of angelic protection and guidance, helping to strengthen our faith and connection with God.